up, everybody? Stuck here, joined as always by my Big Bets on Campus podcast co-host Colin Wilson. Today we are building a same-game parlay on FanDuel for Ohio State, Georgia, the game everyone is looking forward to the most this weekend. I am going to get things started. I'm going to take the points with Ohio State. I think that this line is inflated, should be closer to 3.5, 4. And I think Ohio State, look, their offensive line is great. Georgia hasn't been generated the same amount of pressure without Nolan Smith. And they don't have the receivers necessarily on the outside to really take advantage of Ohio State's primary weakness, which is that cornerback on the outside. They have a pair of excellent safeties who I think can match up pretty well. They're never going to stop these Georgia tight ends, but they can contain them as well as anyone is going to. Ohio State fast track, their speed's going to show. I think they can come out and play loose. And I think that Michigan result is creating some value here in the market. And I think Ohio State's still the second best team for my power ratings in the country. I think there's value in this line. And I'm also going to go with Fleming over yards. I think there's going to be a lot of over 37.5. It looks like where it's at as we record this. I think there's going to be a lot of attention on the two other receivers. And I think Fleming is going to have some chances to hit some explosive plays, to hit some plays over the middle. I like his matchup here, and I think he's going a little under the radar, and I think there's some value in his over. So I'm going to throw in Ohio State plus the points, Fleming over receiving yards. Colin, you want to finish us up with one other leg?
Yeah, let's get an over in this game, 62.5, 63, wherever it may fall. On both sides of the ball, there are reasons to think that yards are going to be gained and points are going to be scored. When you start off with that Ohio State offense, CJ Stroud is not good under pressure. Well, the good news is Georgia doesn't rush anything more than 4, and Ohio State's offensive line has been excellent at stopping, less than 5 or 6 guys coming after the quarterback. And CJ Stroud has just been fantastic when he has a clean pocket. You can expect him, whether Marvin Harrison Jr. is double teamed, Emeka Egbuka is double teamed, he's going to find receivers out there against this Georgia defense that plays quarters a little bit deep, and you can undercut them all day. Now, as far as the other side of the ball, Jim Knowles came out and said, the problem isn't the zero blitz coverage package. The problem is that we didn't execute and we missed a couple tackles. That means Stetson Bennett is going to step back and see the exact same looks that Michigan saw, which means the explosive play is going to be there, which means there's going to be points up on the board. And if Ohio State does get a lead in this game, Todd Monken, the offensive coordinator for Georgia, has shown that he can absolutely go up tempo with this offense. So I love the over here to join our 3-leg parlay.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I make this like very low 60s before adjusting for the conditions, which will really help both offenses and all of the speed on the field. You see this every year in the SEC championship game, right? Like the over is done tremendously well because these teams, when they're playing outdoors all season, you get them on a fast track and all of a sudden you're going to hit a lot of explosive plays, which I think that we should see here throughout. So yeah, let's go with Ohio State plus the points, Fleming over yards, and the game over. Make sure you subscribe to the Action Network YouTube channel. Check out all the parlays in the action section under college football in the FanDuel app. Good luck on all of your wagers this weekend and enjoy the bowls. It's the last Saturday with college football until next August. We'll catch y'all later. Cheers.